Hello. This is my reaction to Wigan versus Bolton. Just finished 1-1. According to the Wigan commentary, which I've unfortunately watched all game, um, they should have been outside. They shouldn't have been on the same pitch as us. They were by far the better team. Blah, 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 blah. Blowing smoke up their own fucking asses. Pie eating bastards. Right. The fact is about this. Okay, first half, we were crap. We were absolutely shit. But did they have lots of shots on goal? Did they fuck? Right, okay. First half, they had 8 shots, and only one was on target because it went in. The hypocrite McLean scored, or it could have been the traitor McGuinness who scored. I don't know. But one of them scored. It was pathetic. I mean, he was at the back post and decided to fly in the back of the net. I don't even know who that was. It was just ridiculous. But we were ranked shite. But the fact is, that is the only shot they had on target all game. They had two extra shots in the second half, so they obviously should have been massively outside. Admittedly, we only had 5 shots, which all came in the second half. I think I'm pretty certain they did. We also had 2 on target. Um, I'm thinking Johnson's crappy volley and the goal by Bodvarsson maybe. So we were just as shit as them in reality. But the Wigan commentator said that Wigan dominated the game and they did this and did that. And, oh, fucking hell, I like to blow smoke up your own asses. Or should it be blow filling up into your fucking pies? No, that wasn't the case. They didn't dominate. In fact, Wigan had 41% possession in the entire game. We had 59%. So, the Wigan commentators were statistically wrong. But that's what you get for watching Wigan TV, I guess. Right, so let's talk about Bolton here, because there were a few things that I looked at before the game and thought, fuck me, we've got trouble here. So, first thing that was quite obvious was we haven't got Fossey because he's injured. We knew that. He is a massive loss. Gethin Jones is great. He's a good defender, but he's not so great going forward. His passing's a bit shit sometimes. Um, Fossey is a massive loss. It's one of the things. I hope at some point it comes back to us, but who knows what will happen. Then at left back or left wing back, normally we have Declan John. He wasn't even on the bench. It's Liam Gordon, who's shit. I don't rate. I never have done. But Declan John not being there was worrying, especially as Kieran Sadley is there. Now, Kieran Sadley is a terrific player. Yeah, I really like him as a player. I think he's got a lot of technical ability. He's very creative, but he's not a left wing back, and that worried me because that left us open defensively on the left. And as it happened, they scored from the left. So maybe I mean that. It was a cross-come shot that went in. Let's be honest. So it wasn't really Sadly's fault, and he did his utmost he could when he was down on that left-hand side, especially the second half. I mean, he got forward a lot more and was more effective in the second half. In midfield, we have Morley and Williams. Williams, for me, is not up to League One standards. League Two, fantastic. League One, he's not up to it. But what I did like, see, and this is it. I called Cal Dempsey and said he was shit at the start when he first came to Bolton, but he played in that holding midfield role. I can't even remember what game it was, and he had the best game he's had for us by a long way. And I thought him and Marlowe were very good together in midfield. Amazingly, we started to go forward a lot more and drove forward a lot more when we had Dempsey in midfield with Morley. Morley can pass it, Dempsey can run around a lot. And to be honest, I do like them two combinate. I think them two have to play in midfield next season. I think they need to fuck Williams off. Although I loved him in League Two, I thought it was great. He's not cut out for it. He can only pass back, and half the time when he does have the ball, he doesn't know who to pass to. He was looking. It just wasn't happening. Which actually reminds me about something else I want to talk about. George Johnson again outmuscled in the second half, especially. I think he was outmuscled in the first half as well. Um, put it on his right foot. He's got no fucking idea what to do. He had no idea who to pass to. Then the inside Bolton team in the first half didn't know who to pass to. I think that was a major, major problem in the first half. Will Aimson did a couple of good tackles in the second half, but in general, Aimson was aimless because his passing was fucking abysmal. He nearly put us in trouble twice with crossfield balls. What the fuck? Santos had an alright game. Anyway, right, back to midfield. I think Dempsey and Morley should be the people who are sitting in there. I don't think Williams should be in the team. I think Kieran Lee's at the point now where maybe he should be moved on next season. I don't know. I mean, he has a good effect for us, but can he carry us forward? I don't think he can. His wage will be higher than most people's. Maybe it's time to get somebody else there, or different position, put his wage to some use. Up front, we seem to have BWFC playing behind. And I don't think he plays well there. He's much better just on the left-hand side of midfield, left-hand side of his attack. I think if anybody's going to play in that number 10 role, it's got to be Sadlier. Personally, I think Kachunga might be able to play there, but I'm not convinced. Kachunga's certainly not a centre forward, and he's certainly not a right winger. So maybe that is his place. He seems to be quite good in terms of a pass. There was one time he tried to reverse it in the first half, and it would have been a perfect pass to get us in. Didn't quite come off, but it was almost there. So that also leads me to the fact that Charles was running around, couldn't keep the ball, and with Kachunga up front with him, there were two short people. Now Kachunga can't get past the player. He can turn them, granted, but he's not very quick, which is why I don't think he should be a right winger. I mean, Sheffield Wednesday played him there all last season. It was quite obvious to them apparently that it wasn't working. I'm not sure he should be up front for us. Now I wonder now when I think about the game whether Kachunga was put up there to give Bradvarsen and Bakayoko a rest after the international fixtures, and that might have been it to keep them fresh. But looking at the size of the people at the back for Wigan, we needed somebody who could hold the ball up because Charles couldn't do it, and Kachunga certainly couldn't do it. And actually, Bradvarsen was what we needed. And I was saying it all game to my father, saying this is why he needs to be on this pitch because he would be better at this. Subsequently, he came on the pitch and he scored. And I said to him, I said, this is what we should have been fucking playing in the first half. He should have been on the pitch. Dempsey should have been on the pitch. I understand he was injured and he'd been on international duty. I get why they weren't there, but they should have been. I think we made some bad tactical choices. I think McLean, whatever you want to call him, the Poppy hater, I think he should have been sent off in that first half. The second foul that he did on Afolainen was a clear yellow card, and the referee bottled it. I think he evened it up by not doing anything to Santos when he pushed their player, and probably evened it up because I think Cal Dempsey probably gave away a penalty in that very late in the second half. I think it was a penalty by the looks of it. So he may have evened it up by not giving it. But there were some things today that were wrong in what happened. The good thing is we didn't lose to the Pie Eaters. That's the good thing. But I think our charge to the championship is over. We need a miracle to be able to get in the playoffs, and I've said it for weeks that we shouldn't even be trying because the teams that are above us have got another level to us. We are still evolving, and I think over the summer we could evolve more. And we can, part of that first half we didn't know who to pass to. We weren't quick enough. The teams that are above us seem to have a pass on, and they're quick. They're quick in thought, and they're quick in doing and running and all the rest of it. They seem to be quicker than us. MK Dons was exactly the same. First half they were all over us. Second half we came back a little bit. We have to tactically change it second half to get anywhere near them. So we're not ready for the champion. I think if we went in the championship, we come straight back down. And I think we're not missing that much. We're missing a right-sided wing back. We're missing a left-sided wing back because I don't think Declan John is the answer at times either. I mean, he's not great defensive. He's good going forward sometimes, but he's defensively he's not up to it, and his free kicks are awful generally, and his corners. I think midfield could be Morley and Dempsey, absolutely. Let's go back again. Keep going forward and then going back. I think George Johnson isn't the answer. I think he's all right technically when it's on his left side, but on his right foot he's awful and he's out muscled way too much. And I think Williamson isn't the answer either on the right hand side because he's got the physicality, but his passing is awful. I'm not sure he's the right either. I think Johnson and Jameson need to be out of the team. I think Baptiste needs to be on his way, and I think we need to use his wage to bring somebody else in. Up front, I don't think Kachunga should be up there. I think Bakayoko, Charles, Affalainen are a pretty good front three. Bodvarsson. Just said Bodvarsson. No, I didn't say Bodvarsson. So, three of the four, Bodvarsson, Bakayoko, Charles, Affalainen. Now, let's be honest, Affalainen might go this summer because he's recently been voted in the 50 best EFL players. If he does go, then that's going to free up a lot of money for somebody. Should he go? Do you know what? I think we can cope without him. Yeah, he does cause chaos. He's also greedy, and yes, he was our player of the season for the first half of the season, but the second half, he's not been anywhere near as good or as effective. And I think we can cope with his loss. I think, like I keep saying, Kieran Sadler should be in that position, that 10 role. He's creative. He's got all the technical ability of Affalainen, and he's scored plenty at this level. Didn't he score 20 for Doncaster? I mean, that might have been in League 2. I don't know. But he's creative. He's got a different thing about him, and he's got the technical ability as well. I think he's more than enough to cope with Affalainen going. So yeah, them are my thoughts after today's game, which was ruined by the terrible iFollow mess technical problems that they had at the start of the game, and also what was interesting, the Bolton goal wasn't shown on iFollow. It didn't show it live. I had to see it through a replay. We just saw the ball hit the back of the net. Fucking iFollow shite. Pretty much like Wigan. Right, okay, end of video. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I said some right things, good things, bad things. comments, pay eaters, beware, I will block you. That's it. Thanks. Bye.